my view here. This session is free for everyone to watch the replay, but we are having a, this is for our VIP pass members that are going to be like live on with us, which is a pretty fun experience. And I will let you know a little bit about how it's going to work right now, and what you can expect throughout the tea party. But basically, this really is a chance to celebrate together what a wonderful week that we have had. Really just sharing some of the things that we've learned, some of the things that we're going to put into action from what we've learned. And we've also got some games and competitions and things like that peppered in throughout the throughout today's session. So first of all, I would just like to thank all of you for being here. It has been such a wonderful week, and I would also like to thank, more than anyone, the speakers for the event. They truly just make the event, and it is so much so lovely that they can be part of it and really just make this whole thing happen. And I've been watching the chat and participating there, and everyone has just been loving what the speakers have to say. And yeah, it's so lovely that we have been able to make that happen and yeah, learn from the speakers. And I would also like to like to thank our sponsors, who are the Herbal Academy and Kerry, and the Herbal Circle as well. And so, yeah, thank you so much for their support in bringing together the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference. And I would also like to do an honorable mention to Roxy Tiam, who a few years ago at the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference actually shared the way that she runs her business, which is she runs tea parties as a part of her herbal business. And when she shared about it, I was like, that is such an awesome idea. And just loved the way that her energy and the way that she was getting into it. And I actually asked her that year, I think it was back in 2021-ish, if she would run a tea party for us. And she did that year. She ran a tea party and was able to engage and in that way for the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference. And that's why I would like to mention her now, because this idea of having the tea party really is not my unique thing. It comes from Roxy Tiam, and I wanted to include it into this year's conference because I think it's such a cool concept. This particular session, she was not able to make it, but we are going to have a great time and tea party anyway. So a little overview as to how it is all going to work is we are going to have our teacups ready, teacups at the ready. And for this session, it is ideal if everyone can turn the video on, your audio on, because this is going to be as interactive as possible. Because yeah, we're going to be having our tea, but we are also going to be having some games along the way. I don't have a cool tea demonstration. I did see in Instagram stories earlier that Sheba has the beautiful butterfly tea infusion and things like that. So everyone has their different things. But I wanted to start today's session, first of all, with a quick meet and greet of everyone who's on here today. And so I would like you to share. We're going to go around the room. I will call you out so that we won't have time of like who's going to talk in that awkward silence there. And we're going to shout our name, what you're drinking, okay, what your chosen herbal beverage is today, what your herbal business is, and something that you wouldn't usually share with people. So I might just write that in the chat now so that everyone knows. So your name. And second, it is what you're drinking. Third, it is your herbal business. So you can say your name, your or what you plan to do if you don't have one yet. Your business, and for something you wouldn't usually share. Okay. So we've got that there. If you're wondering what we're going to talk about, that's it. We will go around the room. We don't have, like, I think we've got enough people to just do a quick little introduction to everyone and get to know who's in this tea party with us. And so I will start. And so I'm Yolanda Joy. I am drinking a combination of fennel and Melissa tea because that's nice and calming, and that's very, very simple, but I like it. And my Herbal business is Herbal Entrepreneur. That's what I primarily focus on these days is Herbal Entrepreneur. I've done all sorts of things in the past, but Herbal Entrepreneur is my primary focus at the moment. And something I wouldn't usually share is that in my teenage years, I had a number of strange hobbies, including juggling and unicycling. So that's my and I did at one time know how to juggle while unicycle, but I think I may have lost that skill over the years. I may have. All right, so we'll move on to the next person, Melissa. Go for it. Oh, you might have just come in. Melissa, you just came back. We're sharing the 4 things. So your name, what you're drinking, your herbal business, and something you wouldn't usually share with people.
Oh, there's something I wouldn't share. Whew. Okay, so my name is Melissa Franklin, and I own a, excuse me, a soap and body products business. It's called Vita Body Products. I'm drinking some homemade chai tea, so lots of really lovely fresh herbs and ginger root and lovely goodness, and it's my morning wake up thing. So maybe I don't know if there's anything that I don't normally share.
You're just an open book.
I kind of, yeah. I've been accused of being an oversharer.
We'll take that. We'll take that. So Melissa, the oversharer, who has no secrets. Okay, Douglas, what about you?
Okay, so my name is Douglas. I'm live in. What were the 4 things? I live in Western Massachusetts. I don't have a business started yet, but eventually it will be Moonraven Herbs, and probably concentrating on tinctures. I like Moonraven because our property is called Ravenswood, and we have a family of ravens that live here. Although a family of sharp-shinned hawks may have chased them out this year. But anyway, we do have ravens that live on the property. And I also juggle, but I don't ride a unicycle.
Awesome. Love to hear from my fellow jugglers. Mana, what about you?
Unmute. There we go. Hi, I am Mana. I am drinking a blend that is actually cacao and 5 medicinal mushrooms right now. It is one of my favorite daily goodies. I don't drink coffee, so cacao is my yum. I drink lots of herbal teas, but this one's a little different. It's sort of my pick-me-up drink. My business is Radical Root Herbs. And something I don't normally share. Gosh, I don't know. I share a lot of weird things already. I used to be like a cake decorator and had a lot of other jobs before I was an herbalist. So I'm very multi-skilled, I guess. And I have a side business where I like crochet clothes and stuff like that. So I guess that's something I don't always talk about.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Melissa, at Herbal Twist?
Hi, I'm Melissa. My drink of choice is my bone nourishing infusion. My business is Herbal Twist Tea, where I do focus mainly on teas, but I'm branching off into courses. Something I don't usually share is that my morning drink of choice is actually coffee, not tea, even though I sell tea.
Everyone has their little pleasure. I also drink coffee in the morning. What about you, Jen Prince?
So my name is Jen Prince. I'm glad to have met quite a few of you this week. So I'm drinking an exotic mate, is what it's called. It's kind of a pick-me-up tea. I love my coffee in the morning, but in the afternoon I try to stick with tea, but this one kind of pricks me up a little bit, so that's what I'm drinking now. I am the founder of My Magical Muse. I'm an herbalist. I make tea blends and products. I also teach workshops, and I work with Yolanda and team on the Herbal Circle and Herbal Entrepreneur, and I love it. It's so wonderful. Something I don't usually share with people is I'm also a tarot reader. So yeah, and I actually a psychic medium and a tarot reader. So that doesn't go up in conversation all that often, but it is kind of fun.
There's always funny little things about people that you wouldn't know until you share it. Awesome. What about you, Jennifer?
Hello, everybody. I'm Jennifer, and this is my tea mug. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a bird, a very colorful bird on it. I'm gonna kind of move in a little closer. And let's see, I am drinking elderberry with hibiscus and ginger and licorice root today. I love to make my own herbal blends, especially tisanes. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Tisane.
Oh, tisane. Okay, thank you for. I was wondering how the heck to say that word.
I think it depends on where you come from. Like, because French would be tisane, Italian is tisane, and then so it would be like, it really does depend, I think, on what language you're speaking.
Sure. Okay, well, thank you for the clarification. I always wondered how to say it, but now I'm well educated because I'm among all you herbalists, and I figured you guys would know. So I don't really have a formal herbal business at the moment, but in my breakout sessions, I did share with some of the other members or herbalists that I'm interested in creating a sanctuary, an herbal sanctuary. I live on a homestead, and I currently have a small medicinal garden, and I'm looking to expand during my extended growing season. So I have 6 months that I can sort of get a bunch of things in the ground, specifically medicinals that I can use to create my own herbal tinctures. And I love fire cider, and I love to just experiment, like I said, with tea blends and things like that. So I'm having a lot of fun. So eventually I might get something off the ground as far as, having something more formal. But right now I'm just enjoying the herbal world, learning, immersing myself with wonderful people that have been doing herbalism for many years. I've just learned so much from you all. It's been a fantastic week. So thank you to everyone that has inspired me and shared their herbal wisdom with all of us. Something that I don't ordinarily share is I live in the country, so I'm a bird enthusiast. And so I currently have a flock of chickens. Like Douglas, I think, said he has a whole bunch of ravens where he lives. I also have a ton of ravens that I feed on a daily basis. I've got racing pigeons, blue jays, and then just a handful of other wild birds that come that greet me every single day. So it's I guess it is a bird sanctuary at this time, but so yeah, that's I guess something that I don't often share with people, but I love birds. I love nature. And so
where are you?
I'm in Southern California in a little rural town called Acton. And it's just a rural equestrian community.
My sister lives in Acton.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. Well, and she trains and boards dogs.
Oh, neat. Yes, there are a lot of there's a lot of animal lovers here. So that's interesting. Yeah, I'm sure I've heard of her before. That's really what a coincidence. Interesting.
Acton's great. Acton's a great little place.
Yeah, I love it here. Yeah, I've been here 8 years, and this is our forever home. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it here.
I went to Pomona in the 60s in Claremont.
Oh, yeah, Pomona. Yeah, that's a good 2-hour drive from here, but I'm familiar with Pomona.
Yeah.
Great. We're going to keep the conversation moving just so we have time to get around to everyone now. So, Stacey Cirillo, would you like to, or would you like to share with us now?
Sure. My name is Stacey Cirillo. I'm drinking.
I did pronounce Italian pronunciation. Cirillo.
Yes, it is Italian. I'm drinking Ticino. It's my cheat tea for the afternoon. I normally make something specific for myself, but it's a latte. It's got chicory root in it, and it's flavored with caramel nut. So, my business, I don't have my own business as far as herbalism goes. I am transitioning into a business. They're called Energetic Interventions. And right now I am blending teas for them. And we're kind of figuring out how to incorporate me in the business over the summer. So that's kind of like a big deal for me trying to figure all that out right now. What I don't normally share with people is I'm a second-degree black belt. I do teach martial arts, which I've not have a whole lot of time for lately, but I do love it. But my favorite thing to do is to get lost in the woods. And if you can't find me in the house, that's where you're going to find me.
I love getting lost in the woods too.
Me too.
What about you, Maggie?
Oh, hi, I'm Maggie. I'm from North Carolina. I am cheating. I'm not drinking tea right now, but I usually do drink chai tea or lemon herb or something like that, or ginseng, something with ginseng always. I don't have a formal business either. I'm fairly new. I basically teach kids, and I've done some basic herbal teaching to children in the community setting, and I'm trying to figure out through this business seminar how to forward with that in different capacities. Something I wouldn't normally share with people. I think I'm secretly spiritual and kind of nerdy. People see me as very bubbly and outgoing, but I'm actually I'm quite private in a strange way.
Awesome. Yeah. I think also the fact that you didn't, you showed us your empty cup. That's something that most people wouldn't share either. I think you already won that by showing us that, which is awesome. What about you, Tora?
I'm muted.
No, you're not muted. You're good to go.
Oh, so I am an herbalist. My company is RLM Herbal Ideals. I started in 2020, not too long after my first herbal entrepreneur conference. So I am currently in Texas. I'm from New York, but I plan on moving back to Pennsylvania, where I bought some land so I can have a house and have my own herbal garden. Yeah, I'm a Bronx City girl that likes being in the woods. So I'm not drinking tea because I am Muslim and I'm currently fasting, but I have a friend that goes to India and she brings me teas. So current one is this chai. And when I'm not doing this or my own ginger turmeric blend, helps with the Hashimoto's. I'm drinking mud water. So it's basically a blend of mushrooms that makes a nice tea, and I can drink it over and over and over again until all the bits are gone. So, but it's really lovely, and I don't put any sweetener in it. I might add like some type of creamy milk thing that I like. And something about me I don't normally share. I'm a classically trained oboe player. There. Oh, I've got claps. I usually have to tell people what an oboe is. But that's about it. I'm currently at work, so I'm happy that today is a pretty light day that I actually got a chance to participate. So that's it.
Awesome. I'm glad that you could participate as well. That's awesome. And I love people's hidden talents. You never know where they're going to be. Sue, what about you?
Hi, everybody. I'm Sue, and I am drinking. What I'm drinking goes with my secret. So I'll tell you that later. So I own Angel Kisses Botanical Formulations, and I make skincare herbals. And I'm developing another part of my business, which is fertility education right now. And what I'm drinking is a simple version of a tea that Roxy enhanced because, oh my gosh, if you ever get a chance to be with Roxy in person, there are just sparks. Like, she is just an incredible person. And I have a video on my Instagram of the two of us at the tea session if you like to see it. It's in my highlights. And so the tea, I'm just going to read off all the ingredients because she put in more than I do. So it's Damiana leaves, rose petals, catnip leaves, ginger, chamomile flowers, licorice, and blue corn flowers.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'm just seeing in the chat as well. So a couple of people joined late. There is like a massive honorable mention to Roxy, but this year she's not running this tea party live. I'm missing her energy because she is so live and out there when it comes to the tea parties. But this year we are doing it amongst us because she was unable to make it with the schedule. And yeah, last year we postponed it to make it happen, but it was not ideal to postpone the time. And so we're just going ahead this year and doing the tea party anyway. So we are going on with, thank you for sharing, Sue. And Holly, you're next. Are you able to unmute? You need to unmute yourself. I'll press. Are you ready to go, Holly? No. Okay, we'll skip to the next person. We'll come back to you. So what about you, John?
Oh, figured it out.
Okay, we'll go with Holly and then John, okay?
Sorry, figured it out. Well, something I wouldn't share normally, but I'm really bad at I'm normally shy, but people don't think that. I'm a person that talks all the time. Holly, I'm drinking chai tea right now. I don't know how to change my format of my picture, so you can't even see my mug. I'm currently, I don't have a business per se yet. I do own a hair salon, but I've been making tinctures and infused oils, and I also been started working with making my own shampoos products for my salon.
Wow. That's definitely something I wouldn't have expected. Yeah. Awesome. We're getting a little message on there from Maggie. You're amazing. That's so good. All right, John, what about you?
Let's see, John Griffin. I'm from Central Kentucky, around Harrisburg, which is about 45 minutes from Lexington, Kentucky. I don't really have a herbal business per se. I live on 11 acres and I call it Griffin Ridge Farm. And you know, I will have a website at some point in time called just griffinridge.com, and it'll be an umbrella thing where I raise goats, Kiko, purebreds. I sell a little produce during the summer, and do a little woodworking, and I'm going to downsize on my goat population because 50 with one person is just too many. And I don't. I guess the thing that I don't drink coffee and I don't drink tea, so I'm drinking water today. Um, and that's something that is also healthy, and I'm not going to worry about it. You know.
Awesome. I love that. Yeah. If you like it water, that's the best way to have it, really. That's great. Thank you for sharing. Sarita, what about you?
Hello. Hello. I have this beautiful little mug. I love mushrooms and I love herbs. There's a little place here. There's also a little pipe to put in your special herb and take a little, hit of your herb of choice. But I am an owner of Wild Shaman THC. Uh, Cannabis is one of my favorite herbs, but the THC stands for Transcending Human Consciousness, Transforming Health Conditions, the Herbal Cook. I've been foraging mushrooms for a long time. And this is a new business. Normally I'm just educating people on living off the land and finding wild herbs. But I do sell tinctures and syrups and salts and lotions and things like that. This conference has been greatly inspirational. I look forward to bringing people out in the woods on herbal walks, looking for mushrooms. I'm in Saja's, what's it called? Astrology and herbalism course. So I'm learning more about herbalism because when I bring people out, so we can identify herbs. But I love ginkgo. I love making lots of tinctures and things like that. Right now I'm drinking one of my concoctions. I have lots of chaga in here. I have reishi, birch polypore, ginger, turmeric, and mace. I love those. It tastes so good, And then I also made like a nice syrup with chaga and all those things are in the syrup also. That is also cannabis infused. So that's all in this beautiful tea that I'm enjoying right now. I love it. I use that syrup on everything. I glazed some steak this morning and oh my gosh, it was great. Mushrooms, I put mushrooms in everything. I love mixing mushrooms and herbs, mushrooms and cannabis, all those things. So I really love psychoactive herbs. And I'm a Reiki master, Kundalini Reiki master. I've done lots of yoga, meditation. If I'm not looking for herbs, I'm finding crystals. But I'm not sure, something someone doesn't know about me. Whenever I go in the woods, I always bring my flute. I used to play the saxophone, but been in lots of ayahuasca ceremonies, and the flute, I'm just really moved by the music. So, especially when I can't find anything, I break out my flutes. I'm singing to the mushrooms and to the plants, and trying to get them to show themselves. So that's something that a few people don't know.
Yeah, that's such a cool thing. I've heard of other herbalists as well who like go and sing while they're foraging and picking the herbs. But like, yeah, bringing your flute with you is so beautiful. I love that. Yeah. What about you, Ashley? We'll get through everyone and then we'll get on to the game.
I'm Ashley Roberts. I am not drinking tea because I'm always illfully unprepared. So I'm actually drinking my lunch right now, which is just a smoothie with all kinds of goodness in it. I'm kind of on a health journey right now, so I'm trying to do smoothies and juices every day. And I'm always drinking tea, so that's kind of a given for me on any day. I own Rustic Naiad, which is an herbal business that combines herbal products with art. And I believe that we as herbalists help people's bodies and heal people's bodies with our herbs. And I fully believe that art can heal people's souls and minds. And so my business kind of encompasses all of that. And I like to kind of heal the person from head to toe, inside and out. Because if we feel beautiful and loved and seen on the outside, the inside always makes us feel, it always starts the healing process. Something I wouldn't normally, I am also an oversharer. By nature, probably because I'm an only child. So I never had anybody to talk to as a kid. Probably, it normally doesn't come up in conversation much, but I was a camp counselor for over 10 years. And that's kind of where I got a lot of the start of like really, really loving being out in nature. So I would take underprivileged kids out into the woods and pretty much show them how to survive. They learn how, just learn everything. I was the 16-year-old that did like, I think 30 fires one year, building fires like one summer. So that's kind of an interesting fact about me.
Awesome. Yeah, that's where you get that empathy as well. What about you, Sheba?
Hi, Yolanda. Hi, everyone. So, I am drinking out of my teacup from Chiang Mai. Love this teacup. They're actually herbs from Chiang Mai and actually Thailand as well. So it's pandan leaf, lemongrass, and butterfly pea. So that kind of goes with the route I want to take with my business. I haven't officially launched yet. I'm still doing my studies and I graduate in October. So as soon as I finish that, my plan is to basically incorporate all my travels and my varied background that I've grew up in and places I'm from. I'm mixed with different cultures. So I want to really incorporate that in my business and highlight different traditional and indigenous herbs and teas. I do want to do also tinctures, glycerates, and then I do sell some other nutritional products like sea moss and other things that are just holistically related to wellness. So things that I don't really share, because I have a Christian background, I don't usually share my affinity to astrology, but in my culture, my Ethiopian culture, it is very much how do you say, connected with the traditional aspect and the indigenous aspect of our Christianity. So it's not like other forms where it's very mainstream, but it has a lot of ancient wisdom attached as well. So there's that. And then I think I don't share my nutrition pathway, that's kind of, I want to incorporate that as well in my herbalism. So that's another. And yeah, I think that's, I'm an overshare as well. So I don't think there's much more that I don't share.
There seems to be a few of you on here. Also, I think I probably fit into that category too. Let's be honest. What about you, Lorna?
Hi. Well, my name's Lorna. Let's see, go through. I am drinking hot apple cider. I love my apple cider. I have coffee in the morning. I have chai teas. I have peach cheese, pomegranate teas. I love teas, coffees, you name it, I drink it. The funny thing is, I hate speaking. I do not like to speak in front of a bunch of people. I usually freeze. My business name, which I'm just starting, as everybody knows, is Rock Haven Farm. I picked Rock Haven because I had to pick a lot of rocks out of the ground to put my garden in. They know how to grow them here in Montana for sure. One of the things that people don't know about me is when I go out to my animals and I feed them, I have pigs, cows, chickens, turkeys, and I sing to them. I won't sing to anybody else, but I sing to them. And they actually come around and they talk to me. It sounds weird, but yeah, I've got one with the animals. I'm hoping to become a clinical herbalist, and also I sell a few products to help with joint pains and help with health wise. I'm trying to help people get off that pharmacology roller coaster. I do love people. I was an only child too. Somebody else had said that. So when I go to places, I like to talk between people, but like one-on-one or a couple on one. But in big groups, yeah, I freak. I usually just stand there and stop blabbing like I am now. All right, guys, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, it's always nice to get to know people a little bit better. L'Oreal, what about you? You're on mute again. This happens to be a habit.
Well, I don't want to interrupt anybody's comments. So
yes, I know.
Okay, so I am L'Oreal Johnson. I am drinking water because I've had my 2 cups of coffee and I'm taking Margie Flint's advice to heart. I do drink a lot of water anyway, but why not? My company is Sweet Turtle Farms. I have a garden plot at a community garden, and I also have my backyard, and I grow and dry flowers. I could give you the laundry list, but that would take up too much time. And now I'm really moving into infused oils. So rose hips, calendula, etc. What do people don't know about me? I'm an introvert. And as much as I overshare and I am exuberant and enthusiastic, I cannot be in a room full of people for more than 10 minutes because introverts have their energy drained around other people, where extroverts get energy from other people. So I have to go off and be by myself and just recover. So people may think I share a lot or I talk a lot, but I really am going to go take a nice long nap after all of this today.
I can relate to that too. I think, there are like different parts of every person, and you need to balance that. And everyone's going to need a rest after the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference. It is a lot all at once. So it's like, it is a lot. So yeah, thank you for sharing, L'Oreal. And Sarah, what about you?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I live in southwestern Minnesota, and I'll be quick here. I'm not drinking tea right now because I've been running around taking care of all of our animals and baking bread and whatnot. So, but I love tea. And I'm learning.
Almost done.
I'm learning lots of new flavors. I love tea. Anyway, so I plan on growing a lot of herbs. I'm brand new to herbalism, and I've always been interested in it. Finally letting myself dive into it and learn. And what else? Something I don't normally share with anybody or with most people is that, oh, here's my dog too, is that I used to do some belly dancing. And that's my fun fact. That's about it.
Beautiful. I used to do belly dancing too, but like only for 1 year, and it was so much fun.
It is fun.
It's very good for your body.
Yep.
Like it's lots of different, like it's a really good type of exercise for people who are wanting to do it. Yeah. And very, very fun. I enjoy doing that. Yeah, cool. Kate, you don't have your video, and I'm not sure if you're able to introduce yourself. You do have audio. Awesome. Go for it.
Unfortunately, I had a debacle of devices this morning, so I had to join without video. I do apologize. I am so happy to meet everybody. I feel like the biggest baby in the room. My business is just starting, but it's specialty wellness. So currently I'm just focusing on herbal tea blends, tinctures, starting small. But I do ultimately want to go into clinical and do consultations. So I had so much to learn during the conference. The one thing I don't share very often is I have so much energy. I cannot multitask. It causes me to be very clumsy, make lots of mistakes. So with all the energy that I have, I sort of tend to just focus it on one thing, and people are very surprised to know that about me.
Yeah, awesome. All of these things are interesting. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I also wanted to mention that I'm checking the chat, excuse me, on YouTube at the same time as here, and people are like kind of commenting about how encouraging it is that there are a lot of people at that beginning stage on their journey kind of joining this session and going with it with like these dreams that we have in our minds of what like could happen. And it is really encouraging because there are actually quite a few people who have been in that position, attending their first Herbal Entrepreneur Conference, and then several years later having a business and even speaking at the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference. And a great example of that is Nicola Brew. This year, she was speaking about her herbal business, that the brick and mortar store that she got set up. And she's been attending the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference in the years before this. And she's been on these kind of calls before, and I've seen her name around. And yeah, it really does show that progression over time when you remain in the community. And you never know, it could be you in a few years' time sharing whatever it is that you put out in there. So yeah, thank you everyone for sharing that. We are going to move on now to a bit of a game, okay? And so what we've got here is, for those of you who have been on a call with Roxy Tian before, you will know that she does something pretty cool with bingo. I decided to take this idea because it is super fun. I'm going to put a link into the chat. Okay, I just need to make sure everyone, not direct messaging anyone. This link here, if you click this link in the chat, it is going to allow you to download a little bingo card. You can do this on a computer, you can do it on your phone in another browser, it still works. But basically you need to click on the link. And when you do click that link, it will allow you to open up, I'll see if I can open it up in a new browser so I can show my screen without confusing you all. It will show you a bingo card. So I'll just show you what it's going to happen. Like, so basically you will need to click that link, put in your name, and I think that's all. Yeah, put in your name and click the join game button. And then it will show you something like this. Here, this one here. And so you can see here, you've got like a little bingo card where it's got different names on it with different herbs. And we are basically going to play a bingo game as part of our tea party. And so everyone needs to get a card up like this. And just to check, first of all, I'll stop sharing for a moment. So I can see you all again. Does everyone understand the general rules of normal bingo, first of all? Is there anyone who doesn't know the rules of bingo? Okay, basically no. Quick overview, I'm going to be calling out things, but instead of numbers, we have herbs. So we are going to be calling out herbs. When you hear the herbs that you have on your bingo chart, you can cross them off. So on your thing, you can click them, you can touch them on your phone, or you can click them on a computer, and it will cross them off. When you get a whole row, it can be any direction, normal, then you can say a bunch of conference tea party or bingo or whatever you want. But just let us know that you have won, and then we will you'll be the winner. And the winner of this is actually going to be the same, and I did want to mention this here as well. In the community at the moment, there are a whole heap of community posts like for each of the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference sessions. Tomorrow at the final session, I am going to be announcing 3 winners of people who have been sharing their takeaways. And this is 3 winners for an entire year in the Herbal Circle. And so the Herbal Circle is really like the extended version of the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference, because when you join the Herbal Circle, you automatically get access to like our entire content library, which means it's like 6 years of conferences that you can dive back into. And in addition to that, we have like monthly support groups that Caitlin and Jen, our co-directors, run. So we have our tea rooms where you can join in, talk about what you're working on, if you need help with something in particular, and just like get feedback on that as well. And we have like challenges and things that we're working on. So in the next quarter, for example, our focus is going to be on like building a website or tweaking your website if you already have one, but really on your website presence is going to be our focus throughout quarter two. So it's like an awesome place to continue your journey as an herbalist and really to focus on the business side of things. But that is going to be the prize for this bingo as well. So you've already got the VIP pass. I can't gift you the VIP pass. So we are going to be giving away 1 entire year in the Herbal Circle for whoever wins the bingo right now. Okay, so the stakes are high. A year in the Herbal Circle is worth $390, so it is a pretty good prize. Your odds are good. So let's check now. Does everyone have their bingo card up? Does anyone not have it up? Speak now or forever hold your peace. No, we're good. We're good. All right. Then I can get started. Oh, I'm gonna have to. If you do win, be vocal about it so that I can hear you. Okay, it's important. Now I'm just getting my screen up so I can see everyone. All right. Perfect. It's here. Also, heads up, this is the first time I've ever done this actually. So hopefully it's going to work. Okay, so the first herb on our list is valerian. So if you have valerian on your list, cross it off. Also, I apologize if I'm pronouncing some things wrong because a lot of my study has been self-study or like with, so I may pronounce herbs in a different way or even just accents as well. Okay, so valerian is the first herb. The second one is lemon balm. Okay. Everyone good? We'll go with the next one. Linden flower. Oh, we've got a few people that don't have any yet. The fourth one is sage. Okay, we'll keep going. Yellow dockroot. Okay. Next one, lavender. No, all right. Keep going. Calendula. Plantain. Am I going too fast or the right speed for everyone? Right speed? Good. Passion flower. Okay. Hawthorn berries. Meadowsweet. Oh, we're going. I think there's going to be like lots of people who all win at once. Oh yeah, we're going to see. This is going to be bad. All right, marshmallow root. No one yet. Okay, we're going. Motherwort. Still no one. Okay. Cinnamon. No. Dandelion.
Herbal entrepreneur tea party.
Awesome. So you won. Okay, so what number is your card? Just so I can check. I trust you, but I'm able to check.
015.
What was it? Sorry, 015? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Let's check. 015 view card. Yes, I think You just got it. Awesome. Dandelion was your so awesome. That is great. Congratulations, Tora. You have won one whole year inside the Herbal Circle. So email support@herbalentrepreneur.com straight after this session, and we will get you set up for that, which is great. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yay!
Now I'll go play the lottery if I keep my luck stays up like this.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that was cool. That was the first time I've run bingo as well. So I'm glad it did work, and there was just one winner that worked well.
It was fun.
That was
exciting.
Awesome. So we have one other prize as well, which is going to be for the coolest teacup that we have. But before we do that, because I think it would be good to do that right at the end, I think I would like to quickly open up the floor with your biggest takeaway from the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference. So what it is that you have really learned from this conference that you would like to share with everyone now. So yeah, who would like to share something that I've learned this week? Go for it, Maggie.
That there's so much support out there.
Yes, awesome. Thank you. I agree. What about you, Melissa?
Getting my butt in gear. I've got it now. We're going.
Yeah, I love that. You've got the momentum and you're going to actually do something now. So good. Does anyone else have something that they would like to share? Stacy.
Yeah, I just learned a lot from Denise. So I'm going to like organize my goals way better than I have been so I can actually accomplish them.
Awesome. I think that's really important because when we're all scattered, it's difficult to actually do anything. Yeah, so great one. Anyone else like to share something that they have really taken away from this week's conference? Oh, we've got a couple of people. Lorna?
Hey, a lot of information. But yet the big thing I think I took away was the confidence and the knowledge to be able to move forward and making me feel like I can do this.
Yeah. That's so important. I'm glad that you have taken that away because I hope everyone comes away with this more confidence and being able to do something with it. Laurel, what about you?
Okay, well, I have to say, I feel like I'm in the right place with the right people at the right time, doing the right thing for me and my business and the rest of the world. So everything is knowledge, new knowledge, and confirmation that what I'm doing is good.
Yes, there's that self-affirmation and you're on that path that you're meant to be on, which is so wonderful. What about you, Douglas?
Yeah, I have to say ditto to all of the things that have been said so far, but also that Denise was totally awesome and was really the whole package has been so inspiring for me as a newbie and to keep plugging along and with the studies and keep breaking the ground in my garden and getting the seeds in. And it was just very inspiring. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. I always come away so inspired from everyone. And I think that's kind of most people's experience as well. What about you, Sheba?
So I learned that you don't have to just choose one thing. I kind of struggle with that because I have a lot of interests. So that and then incorporating your journey into your practice, that really resonated with me as well. So
yeah, that is really important as well, being able to bring that in and being authentic and even vulnerable in what you share about your journey as well is useful. Yeah, great share. Sarah?
Yeah, I want to say ditto to every single person that has talked. It has been just fabulous and so much information, and I've gotten so inspired. I often feel a little isolated out here on the farm, kind of living by myself out here, and not a lot of people in this community doing this kind of work. It's all kind of traditional farming. or whatever traditional means, but just like, your typical big farm stuff around here. So it's so like, it just means so much that there's actually people out there that are real similar to me, because I feel like kind of an outcast quite a bit. But it's been fabulous. And thank you, Yolanda, for everything. This has just been wonderful.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining. That's the whole point. We wouldn't be able to have these conversations if everyone here didn't decide to be interested in doing something with plants in the first place, which I'm glad that you all decided to do that. So thank you. Did anyone else have something they wanted to share, or are you ready to move on to oh, yep, we do. Lorna had another thing, and Laura as well. Go for it, Lorna.
I just wanted to say thank you to you, not only for presenting us with all this knowledge and all this education. This has been amazing, but for also introducing us to such amazing people in this group. You have all been so loving, so caring, and so supportive. And it was great meeting everybody here. Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah. It's so nice also because we can do it every day. Like you, at the beginning, the first time, it's like everyone's a little bit shy to talk and things like that. But then as the week goes on, you start to be put in the same groups with the same people sometimes and mix around sometimes and just get to know people, which is lovely. Yeah. Laurel, you had another thing to say?
Yeah, could you talk a little bit about the super bundle? Because I didn't hear much about it, but some of us who are part of the Herbal Circle provided some really great stuff.
Absolutely. I'm going to actually properly announce that tomorrow because we're going to do that after, but I haven't been very good in my communication to the Herbal Circle members about that. So that's quite fair enough because we've been working on the back end of the conference and haven't had time to get that side of things going. But yes, we can mention that now, but I'm going to talk about it properly tomorrow. Yeah, I think I think it makes more sense for me to talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to do it properly tomorrow at the live session. It's like a big part of tomorrow's session, and it's going to be available. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Herbal Circle bundle is a collection of things from the Herbal Circle members that they have put together, and that is going to be it is a way for people to access the things from each of the Herbal Circle members so that you can find out more about what they have to offer. And that is a way of seeing the different things that are actually out there and being more involved in that way as well. Okay. I am going to move on to the final section of today, which is about the teacup. So first of all, I would like you all to hold up your teacups on the screen. Okay, let's see the teacups. Great. And when we've got them up there, we are going to do a crowd favorite on which teacup should be the winner. But we actually have some beautiful teacups up here. So we
Melissa,
have
yours is fuzzy. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Hold on. I don't know. Can you see it better now?
So we have the mushroom one, Sarita's. We have the beautiful red one from Melissa. We have the bird from Jennifer. We have the Chiang Mai teacup from Sheba. We have a beautiful clay colored thing from Ashley. We have a blue one from Douglas. Some sort of emblem on Maggie's. I'm not sure what is a Hogwarts emblem. Got it. Wonderful. So let's just go in the chat here. Stacey's saying the mushroom teacup. That also has my vote. What does everyone? Mushroom one. Yeah, I think that's absolutely awesome. And I have a question as well. Before I saw, does that have like some sort of smoke coming out of the side of it or something? It does.
Yes, it's actually also a pipe. It's a cup. I drink all my tea, but there's a pipe here, and you can inhale through this little.
Yeah, I saw it that. Yeah, that's so cool. I think it's the first teacup that is also a pipe that has ever been on a teacup.
So true to brand, I would say. Very true to brand.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. As Sheba says, hands down winner. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
So yeah, that is a great teacup. So yeah, Sarita, you win also an entire year inside the Herbal Circle as well. So we have Sarita and Tora, both of you can email support@herbalentrepreneur.com and we will get into contact with you about how you can access that. So yeah, I think that is everything for today's session. Now, I wanted to remind you all, tomorrow we have our final finale session at 12 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. This is where we're going to be talking about where you can go on from the conference until like after here. And we're going to be specifically addressing the topic of, I have too much I want to do. What should I do now? Okay, that is really what we're going to be talking about, because that is what we're kind of getting up on a lot in the comments of the live sessions. And it's true that when we attend a conference like this, there are so many different things. It is hard to like really decide, because there's just we want to do everything, and it's not always the most effective way to actually make progress. So that's what we're going to be doing, and it's going to be quite interactive, that session as well. So ideally come with a pen and paper so that you can write down your ideas and all of that kind of thing, because we're going to be out what to do and that that side of things. And we are also going to be talking about the Herbal Circle Super Bundle. So as I mentioned before, the Herbal Circle members have contributed different products and things into the Herbal Circle Super Bundle, which some of the VIP members have already purchased, and as part of the upgrade add-on to the VIP pass. But it is also available separately, which we are going to be letting you all know about tomorrow. And that's going to be available for a week after the conference until the end of March. So basically that is the time now. So yeah, thank you so much all of you for coming on to the tea party today. It's been wonderful spending time with you and just being able to celebrate the end of the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference and what you've all learned. There's been so many things. It's been wonderful to hear from you and really just connect. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. It's been a wonderful time, and I will see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time, live for our final session with everyone from the Herbal Entrepreneur Conference. So thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.